Today, on this episode of RealityGays.
Y'all, Mallorie is a redneck in Turkey.
Coming to USA on Sundays, Paducah Nights.
And if someone calls you and wants to talk to you about your car loan, y'all, just start speaking in tongues.
Roll it, Christina. RG on YT, y'all.
Get down tonight, Daddy.
It's time for Reality Gays. We're here to cover another reality show. And while the video plays, just sit back and let go. Now, you may be thinking, where'd the theme song go? We made this little switch because copyright's a bitch. We got 90 Day, Mormon Wives, Lala, and more. And now you can watch us, you whore. You like to watch. You dirty slut. Yeah, you know.
Like it, don't you? A little too much. Ooh, moist.
RG on YouTube, y'all. Ooh, I want to show my creamy shoulders. And maybe my nipple.
Poodle, no!
Hey. Hey.
Hello?
Hey, Ashia.
Hello? What? God, is this you again?
Yes.
What do you got for me now, God?
I'm here.
What's the message? How are you?
The
How's your
message,
son?
as good as can be expected.
Okay.
I'm here to tell you something
Yeah.
really important.
What?
This is going to change your life.
What?
How do I say this?
Something that's going to make me, this connection I have with you, just all knowing and sacred and
Yes.
just life-changing information. I'm ready for it, God. I'm ready for it.
You're in the store, right?
Yeah.
You're in Payless.
They're closed now, but yeah, I was.
Yeah. The next song that's going to come on
What?
the PA system
Yeah.
is God Must Have Spent a Little More Time on You by NSYNC.
That's my favorite song.
It's got my name in it.
Hallelujah.
Let me see if there's anything else I need to tell you. No, that's just it.
Okay.
Peace
thanks.
out.
All right, call me.
Well,
Okay.
remember what I told you about Joan of Arc? she had God talking to her too.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I'm going to say this. I did a little backwards Google. I did a little age change.
I was hoping you did.
Asia's 38 years old. She said this happened when she was 12. The year was 2000. She said that she knew what the next song was, and that it was, she mentioned an NSYNC song.
Yes.
Do you know what dropped in 2000?
Bye.
NSYNC's No Strings Attached album, which ruled the charts the entire
It was every other
fucking
song.
year. This is like some idiot on TikTok saying, I bet my next swipe is going to be that Puerto Rico song. I bet that's going to be it. Because
I can't handle that song. It's too AI for me.
Oh, I love it.
But I'm saying the video is
everywhere.
Just too
It's
AI. Ugh.
everywhere. So for her to think that like this is some God talking to her, I've done this where a song that is popular.
You thought God was talking to you?
No. A song that was popular would be in my head, and then guess what? I would get in the car, and the song would start. And it was not God. It was a
Yes,
disc
it was.
jockey.
It was God.
It was God. Anyway. Oh, boy.
You have to imagine the level of self-importance.
Well,
It's just...
It's going to be a line of respecting someone's religion and also trigger warning for people that grew up with religious fanaticism, because I would say it. Sometimes I wonder where she's dancing on the line. My friend Crystal, who was Pentecostal, said, just say "see my tie" over and over and they'll think you're talking tongues. So I would say, see my tie, see my tie, see my tie, see my tie. Whatever.
I don't think that's the point of it. I think you're not supposed to do it.
She said, fake it till you make it. Yo, this is Reality Gays. I'm Mattie.
And I'm Poodle. And we are two ridiculous homosexuals who love nothing more than tearing reality television and religion.
Well, and today, y'all, we are talking about part 2 of 90 Day Fiance Season 12, Episode 1. It's my getting married era.
You said it before, in my getting married era.
Oh, in my getting married.
Get it? That makes much better sense.
That does make more sense. Not that it's going to matter. They're going to flame out on the titles anyway by episode 8.
I hope they don't try to make it a bit. I wish they would just come up with...
It's going to be era. Everything's going to be an era. Yeah. It's going to be era. It's totally going to be era. Because that happened 3 years ago. So now they're doing it.
Oh, yeah. God. All right.
Yeah.
Why not? Mm-hmm. Bring it on.
Anyway, y'all, single life is upon us. Ross Matthews is going to be the host of the reunion that's coming up, the tell-all. We'll be doing an interview with him that drops this Thursday. An interview
with Ross, the hilarious Ross Matthews.
Again, as I said before.
What if he's extremely serious on the show?
I don't think he will. But as I said before, you're welcome, Ross. That's all I'm going to say. You're welcome.
I don't think I want to take credit for it.
Wow.
That's okay.
So anyway, the sex we said are in. They're coming in June.
Have been turned in.
In June, we will be presenting them to you. In time
releasing
for Pride
them.
Month.
Releasing the files.
We'll be releasing them for Pride.
It's not going to make you feel proud.
No, it's not.
Didn't make me feel it reading it.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's about it. Come at me on Cameo. Not Poodle, because he's
I don't do it.
He didn't do it anymore. And anything else? Any other announcements we got going on?
Last Resort. End of the month in June.
Yeah.
Taking over for Single Life.
So we will be, I can't believe we're already talking about June. You're going to be on vacation in June.
I'll be
at the end of it.
Vacation at the end of June. Yes.
Yeah. He's going to Greece.
Have I mentioned this? Thanks for stealing my thunder.
You do it to me all the time.
Yeah, that's my thing, though.
The announcement's been made now. Poodle's going to Greece.
I'm going to Greece. The place where homosexuality started.
Truly.
Not really. They invented homosexuality way before ancient Greece.
Way back. There were woolly mammoths, woolly mammoths just fucking.
Cavemen fucking each other.
Yeah, just tusking. Some woolly mammoth, he liked to tusk up his ass. They were tusking.
You're right. There's just and then the woolly mammoths were tusking.
Uh-huh. Yes. Walter the woolly mammoth is really crazy. He likes to tusk in his ass. Not a woolly penis.
I like oral, nipples, and tusking.
Walter the woolly mammoth.
Tusking. This is the premiere of season 12. Again,
yes.
I don't know how long we've spent watching all this stuff, but here we are.
Here we are.
And it's not, I don't think the ship is stopping anytime soon.
No, it is not stopping.
One thing, I think we've announced it, but Love It or Lockup comes back at the end of May. May 29th.
Yeah. Thank you all for voting in the t-shirt poll.
Yes.
We appreciate it very much. Decisions were made. You will find out. People will find out first and under the skirt. That's where y'all get news first. But
the one that won was Olga Poodle Sky Academy.
Yeah. So, but barely, right?
Yeah, barely.
So,
well,
if you don't like it about that, and you didn't vote for it, then you can't bitch about it.
It doesn't mean that Yike won't be featured some other time, but the first stuff will be that, and another design.
But like any designs and things we have, we'll share with Under the Skirt first.
Yes.
So that's for people on the $15 tier of Supercast or of
In our
Patreon.
YouTube Live.
Not Apple subscriptions, because we love you, but we don't know who the fuck
There's
you are.
only one thing, yeah.
Yeah, there's only one thing.
I think that's it. Want to get to it? Let's get to it.
Okay, all right. Don't get...
Mallorie. It's 29 from Athens, Alabama. We got 2 people from Alabama.
2 Alabamans.
From Athens and Alabaster.
Yeah, Athens and Alabaster. And
Alabaster, Alabama.
And Raj, because she can't say his name because it's too complicated. And I
It's
believe
just Rajit.
it's just Rajit.
Or
Not that
Rashid.
hard.
I don't know. He is also 29 from Marmaris, Turkey.
He's from Turkey. We got another one in Turkey. And she's actually in Turkey right now. She says, how do I describe myself? Well, basic white bitch. I feel like this is going to show she's probably going to be a little controlling because she doesn't trust him to get to the U.S. by himself. And so she's going over there.
What she said was...
Which is honestly what I would do.
She said, I'm not taking any chances with him having a hard time getting into America. I think she's thinking about the current state of immigration right now.
Yeah. Which
so
she brings
I
up.
think that, I don't know if it may show later. I think that's it.
That's a fair point.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get a lot about her. I enjoy her. I did not expect to hear the word deportations on the show 90 Day Fiance, but here we are.
Well,
this is the world we live in.
She's got a lot of friends that are really passionate about it.
It's actually in this world. And because it's crazy, it hasn't happened before now.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, for anybody that says that 90 Day Fiance is not culturally relevant, I think they could sit down.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a lot of people saying that.
Well,
I don't know.
Some have, and I'm just told.
So I thought this was interesting. Remember, we did not see her. Usually, we see them taking off sometimes to go to another country to get someone. We didn't even see that. We saw her landing in Turkey.
Yeah, she's landing.
Which I think is
I think with her look and the way she speaks, like, because she is so country, it's just way more interesting to see her suddenly in a new place than
I agree.
maybe seeing her home country, since they're going to go back there.
But she's got her jean shorts on, and she tells the driver, "I live in Alabama." He goes, "Oh," either he doesn't know where that is.
What country are you from? And she says, "Alabama." I'm like,
"Oh." And she talks about Athens. Can you look up Athens, Alabama? I know in Athens, Georgia. I have a feeling it's not as... Athens, Alabama may not be as unique.
By the way, a little update from part 1. I talked to my mother during the break from our shows. She said my father did not get an adult circumcision.
I was going to say, I don't know where you came up with that.
But, well, she said it was just a snip, a vasectomy. However, my brother, because I texted them both, my brother said, no, he did have an adult circumcision. And then he said, no. And I said, oh, Mom, forgot. He said, no, remember, because he got that bad infection. And then my brother said, ... Or is that the time he was fucking whores? I'm not sure. So the jury's still out on Papa Mar on what he had.
Inconclusive.
It's inconclusive. Yes. So, yeah.
Thank you for that detour.
Tell me a little bit about Athens, Georgia.
Athens, Alabama.
Oh,
Very
Alabama.
different. Athens, Georgia's REM and a music scene and B-52s.
I didn't know that.
But she
Good for
says,
them.
well, there's a lot. there's a lot about
Athens, Georgia.
things.
Apparently, it's a music town. Athens, Georgia. It's probably very similar to Ardmore.
Athens, Alabama.
Alabama. That's what I said.
God.
Athens, Alabama. It's in Limestone County. Doesn't that just sound sad?
Anything named after
it's
a rock formation.
It's in
like
northern
Alabaster.
Alabama near Huntsville. And did they say Huntsville or Huntsville? I'm assuming Huntsville.
Huntsville.
Yeah. Population around 28,000 people.
Oh,
it's
that's
known for its
That's a bigger city than I thought.
Well, that literally is the same size of Ardmore, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's not big.
Got it.
It actually was named after the Greek city Athens. Go figure.
Sure.
I don't think there's much in there.
Yeah. Anything else about it? Things that people enjoy?
It is the key employers of Athens, Alabama is the Browns Ferry nuclear plant. One of the world's largest. The area offers trails like Swan Creek Greenway, and there's Athens State University, Alabama's oldest higher education institution.
Okay.
And they have, now I would like this, they have events such as the Tennessee Valley Old Time Fiddlers Convention.
Yeah, because it's close by Tennessee. Yeah.
And downtown boasts shops, restaurants, and the Alabama Veterans Museum.
Okay.
So to me, it sounds like there's not shit to do in this town.
Yeah. Northern
it's
Alabama.
boring as fuck.
Sissies who know Athens, come at us. I want to hear about it. Let us know.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe it's like, I don't know. It reminds me very much of Stevie and Mattie.
Yeah. They seem to be thriving. Her father just got moved into a facility, but they'd say he's doing better.
That's good. No, she was just messaging because we were talking about hometown because they live close to Laurel, Mississippi, and I want to go take a hometown trip. And she said I should make it a twofer and come see her, and we'll do a whole little thing. Some sissies want me to do a hometown trip now. Maybe I'll do one.
You know, they're not your friends. Just
they send me candles
because you bought them.
No, I'm a candle influencer. They send them to me for free.
You are not a candle influencer.
Aaron messages me on Instagram and says, we have some new candles. Can I send them to you? And I'm like, yes.
Wow. So that's where we are?
Yeah. Oh, I've talked about my personal life with her.
That's not good.
Well, we're friends.
Whatever. Let's move on. So she's like, it's a little redneck, well, a lot, but my friends love country shit and usually involves drinking. There's footage of like naked wrestling and shooting off guns.
It sounds real fucking, it looks fucking country.
It's similar to where I grew up, it feels like. And I know if her friends, she calls him Raj, you can't say his name. I think he's hot. I think he's really hot. He's got a receding hairline, but sure. He can always go to Turkey and get a hair transplant.
Yeah.
So that's when she says, I'm here because I'm not taking any chances with him getting in. Can you imagine the Karen argument she would put up? She was like, we're getting into America.
Probably like Asia.
Yes. And so he's a captain. I am captain. He's a captain, like tourist boats, and he says, I'm leaving paradise to go to America. But she says, I love her heart first. She's very beautiful. He's like, I don't like skin. And the producer goes, you mean skinny? She's like, yeah, that's it.
He's like, I don't like skin. And
his English is limited.
So they met 2 years ago, and he says, I was on the bed and on my phone, and then I spipe. Is that what he said?
Swiped right on her, yes.
Not swiped. Spiped. He spiped right, and then she spiped him.
Yeah.
And then they matched.
She only planned him on being a one-night stand.
French braided her hair. I've got questions about that one.
You know how to do that.
Well, I'll be honest. When I met
he had sisters.
When we first saw him, I was a little bit, but you can't tell with the European. I just assumed, I was like, is he a little clackety clack? I don't think so. But then when I found out he French braided her hair, because I got in trouble for French braiding Rachel Talafero's hair. My brother was so upset because I did it during a rehearsal of Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. And he came home, bitching to my mom, and he's like, faggy. I'm sitting there doing rehearsal. My little brother's braiding somebody's fucking hair, Mama. And I said, Mama, it was just so pretty. And you know what? Now Rachel Talafero does hair. I think again, maybe because I helped her, I got her excited. Anyway, if you want to, yes, if you're asking, Rachel Talafero and Tara Talafero are cousins,
not sisters.
No. The
big sprawling Talafero.
No, Tara Talafero has a gay brother.
Got it.
You would think he was hot. He's very much your type. I mean, he is handsome, but they're not here.
You don't know my type.
Yeah,
No, it's
sadly
obvious.
I do. You're pretty predictable.
They have a penis
actually.
and they're breathing.
Yeah, pretty much. If they have dark eyelashes and
They
a
have
dick,
dark
you're in.
eyes. Yeah.
Not dark eyes, dark eyelashes. Because you like blue eyes with dark eyelashes.
I don't like always blue eyes, but I like dark eyelashes.
You talk about it a lot.
Brunette guys usually.
Yeah.
So they said she'd planned on him being a one night stand. She's like, I guess he fell in love with me.
Yes, he fell in
And
love.
He proposes to her. Then
Purposes.
he starts to cry, which I think is adorable. And she hugs him. And she's thinking there's a lot of what ifs, like what if he hates America, has a hard time finding a job, and but she comes and speaks a little bit of Turkish, which I'm happy to hear. And she's like, I feel like a cowboy. She's like, I feel like cow. She will catch me.
She will catch me.
And he wants to do the Titanic thing
On the boat.
which I'm
I'm a little worried for him because, we talked about Stevie and Mattie, and he talked a lot about how they couldn't walk a dog in his home country without being arrested. Very different situation. Whereas Raj, he's on this beautiful boat in this gorgeous country, like in the sea, and he's just gonna go to fucking just humid
Northern Alabama.
Fucking buggy.
Yep.
It's gonna be gross.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm like, honey, you just need to move to Turkey.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you just imagine moving from a coastal town in Turkey to inland Northern Alabama?
God.
No. And he's very sad about leaving his family. He starts to cry. One thing I was also bring up, and he's like, what does mean? He's like, what does mean redneck? And she says, well, a person who loves NASCAR and hunt in America. And he says, they don't like other countries, do they? They don't like Muslims. I'm like, you're on the right track.
You're on the right track.
But then she says, and I thought this was great. There's good people and bad people.
She actually said she said good rednecks and bad rednecks. That's what she said.
I think that's true everywhere. Because where I grew up, there's good rednecks and there are bad ones. It's hard to. I don't want people to paint it with a broad brush.
No, I think where I'm from, there's just a lot there. I know I'm friends with people that would be considered that people. I'm friends with people from high school that have potato guns that love the shit out of me and support. Now, you could get into politics and things like that. Do they vote against me and things like that? Yes, that's a whole other issue. But not a whole other issue, but I think there are people I think people are always surprised when they find out that my family and my friends in Oklahoma are all very supportive of me, very welcoming. When I brought home at the time, black boyfriend, my first boyfriend, they were all very accepting and just like no big deal. And that shocked a lot of people.
Yeah. I think it's just people think that it's just like certain parts, especially in the South, that everyone is a racist xenophobe.
Yes.
And there's a lot of that.
Is there more of it than other parts of the country? 100%.
Yeah. And they're good people, but they're good people everywhere.
But it's, we live in LA, but if you go outside of LA into more suburbs, you're going to find super racist people in California.
I haven't seen
and
a rebel flag flying in a long time. And you know where I saw one? Big Bear, California, right outside it.
Yeah. So
don't go to Bakersfield, y'all.
There's just something, I don't know, you can attest, you kind of grew up by it, but it's like when people get in high desert and also when people get into mountains, they just get crazy.
Yeah, no, that's true. Anyway, I just thought that was a good way to explain that.
No, I thought so
too. And so she says, I've got really conservative friends in Alabama. There are going to be some people who are really into, and she even says it, the deportations. And I just went, here we go. We're here. This is where life converges.
You know,
what we're doing. Can't help it.
My hope for this is that, you know, a lot of those people that are very accepting of me probably would have said things like years ago, I don't think I would accept a gay person, but then they know me. And it changes when you know someone.
Maybe they'll get to know
I'm
Rush.
hoping that they'll get past the rhetoric and the propaganda that's being spouted at them and actually see a person.
Let's hope so.
I hope so.
I think it might help for them that he's Turkish and not something else, not another different nationality.
Yeah.
You know, if you can know what I'm saying. You know, like maybe not from Central America or Mexico.
Yeah,
I think it's very different.
Yeah, that is different.
You know, he's quote unquote white passing in a way.
Yeah. It makes a difference.
I think that would be a very different thing. Let's move on. Oh God. Ashia, 38 from Alabaster, Alabama. Maxwell, 28 from Akka, Nigeria. There's absolutely no way this guy could be a scammer. Absolutely not.
No,
God wouldn't do that.
He or his brother.
Or the friend. Or his brother. I think it's his best friend.
Tell me about Alabaster, Alabama.
I think we had a sissy say what it was. That was a lot of some deposit of rock near there.
Well, it's the fastest growing suburban city just south of Birmingham. It's known for strong schools, lots of retail, and access to I-65. That's what it said.
Access to the highway.
So,
yeah. Well, there you go.
There you go.
So we're speaking in tongues. We are in Pentecostal land. I don't think we have had access to the Pentecostal church in 90 Fiance. I was trying to think about this.
I think it's the first time. Have you ever been? I've never actually my friend they were Church
never
of
been
Christ.
to one.
I've never been to a Pentecostal church. I don't honestly, not thinking, I know this because she said it. My mother would never let me go to one.
Yeah. I've never been to one.
Yeah. And if y'all are Pentecostal, although I don't think we have a lot of sisters that are active Pentecostal listening to us.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe you're singing the Girth Train song with us, but you never know.
They're usually from what I know from growing up, they, the Pentecostal people that I grew up with wore, longer dresses.
The people I saw had longer dresses. They looked like sister wives or something.
I actually don't know a lot about Black cultural Pentecostal.
It's very different than white Pentecostal. Yeah. Agreed.
But so she says, well, this was the same, but we believe the entire Bible, every word that King James wrote through the intervention of the Lord. Don't forget about that.
They probably don't love
us.
The
Lord whispered in his ear. Probably not.
Don't ask that choir director, that piano player, too many questions, y'all.
No, you don't know about his roommate.
Yeah. Yep.
And she says that God told her what the NSYNC song was that was coming on.
Again.
The weird thing here is, I'm just thinking about this. What does that mean? Is that God telling her what she should do with that information, or that God speaks to her at all? But God knows the future, so of course He's going to know what the next NSYNC song is. That's where it gets to me. The epistemology of the argument kind of falls apart.
Well,
anytime someone calls himself a prophetess, I'm going to squint my eyes a little bit.
I feel like Ashia is a person who gets upset when she's not, quote, respected.
Yes.
I think this is what I want to say. Look, we talk about astrology on this. You talk about being witchy. We have a woo-woo sissy subgroup. Like, I'm all into belief, and whatever a belief is that brings you peace in the world. That's great. When it constricts, hurts, or other people, that's where I have problems with it.
Yep.
And we don't know this about her. I'm kind of assuming there's some of that based off of the history
Pentecostal
of
belief.
of a Pentecostal and so I'm assuming. But what kind of I think is just so presumptuous is God's busy.
It's that, and
God is so busy.
God has never denied me anything in my life.
And so it's just this idea of that not
it's
only
almost
that
like
God's
prosperity gospel, if you're familiar. We do so much and God rewards us?
It also is the thing that triggers me about religion, period. It's why we had to stop talking about Plathville.
It's one of the reasons, because
it's too triggering to us. There was this undercurrent of, and you see it in here, this idea that you are a human piece of shit, or you are unworthy unless you give all your devotion to God. Unless, like, it's this idea.
There's only one way.
Yes, it's this idea of you should be shamed to even be human, and also that God is a spiteful God, and then there's the devil. The devil is getting in and causing all the calamity in your life. And I just think, to me, it feels so self-involved to think that the higher forces in the universe are so involved in knowing if you get to baseball practice on time.
Yep, and there's no accountability. Personal
and again, there's no accountability because, well, that happened. I made a mistake, but God wanted me to make the mistake, or the devil made the mistake.
Yeah, or I masturbated.
Poodle had a good 2 years in his 30s of saying the devil made him do it. You really rode that one for a long time, and then, but it's the responsibility of it. So I'm just saying that I'll be honest, her segments are probably going to be hard for me to talk about.
I agree.
Because I get really fucking triggered by them. And some of you other sissies might. And some of you might be quite religious. That's great. So feel free to weigh in on all your opinions.
I don't think we have a lot of Pentecostals. Let me know. Yeah. I am more than willing to hear. And some of you might be raised Pentecostal. We're going to have that. We have a couple of those. But it might be, you probably not anymore. I think if you're listening to us, a show called Reality Gays, most likely you're not practicing, but I don't know. I would love to hear your perspectives. If you are a practicing Pentecostal person, send us a DM.
Yeah,
I would like just to talk to you. Yeah.
Anyway, so
we're speaking in tongues. It's a heavenly language that God understands, but the devil doesn't. The devil doesn't understand. There's no Duolingo. That the devil can get a hold of.
No.
They got a devil block.
Ashia is, I'm also just putting a pin in. I mean, I'm kind of impressed. I'm impressed that this is a Black religious woman from the South who's 38 years old, and we don't know if she's had a child or been married before. It
is surprising she has not been married before.
This is old to do that, at least where she's from. Mm-hmm. And in the culture she's raised in.
Agreed.
I'm glad maybe that's great. But we find out it's because, y'all, there just wasn't anyone in this country for her. God didn't want her to marry. That's the deal. Whether it's so fucking foolish. Wheelchair Brian, whether it's fucking Big Ed, whether it's Colty, Rick. It's the same shit. She's just using God to say there's no one in the country.
Sex tourism.
Because probably a lot of men that she dates in the U.S. go, this bitch is crazy.
Yeah. This
She's
bitch talks about
crazy.
God too much.
They're like, oh my God, just suck my dick.
Hopefully I don't say that.
Well,
but she put a petition before God, and she's like, I've been waiting since I was 16. Again, this is taking no fucking personal responsibility for your own life.
No.
And she's like, God, when are you going to bring me my husband? God, where the hell is my husband?
I thought that too. I did think about that.
And it was not coming. He told me I will have a marriage. And in December 2023, a notification came across my screen. Here comes the bride. Well, that could have been anything. And she's like, Lord, I got you. In February, God told me to get ready. And in March, I said, where's my husband? But he's not close. You have
got a husband that is coming to you, so get ready.
You have to widen my search. And God told me to get on international Tinder. and I met my fiance, Maxwell, from Accra, Nigeria, because of course you did. Of course he's from Nigeria.
I get it. It makes me realize, look, I have a meditation teacher. I practice meditation. There's like...
It's not the same thing.
You meditate and you get kind of like higher self kind of like hits that do feel... I have been in meditation where I feel like something is said or I hear something that does not sound like my voice. But it's the self-importance piece.
Here's the other thing, which you're not saying. It is the certainty with which she talks about this, that this is the only way this could be, because that is built into this type of religious worship.
Yeah.
I know because God told me. And you can't argue with that.
And that's triggered to us because people told us we're going to hell and we're abominations.
But you can't argue with that.
Told them.
Yep.
And we just have to sit there and take it.
So I'm sorry,
I just want to say for anybody going through it, Jesus doesn't care if you suck a dick. He doesn't care. Continue.
So, and then she says, that doesn't help the self-important and narcissistic angle. She's like, he's the male version of me. I wish you think like she can't even hear what she's saying, what she's saying about herself. And she said, God created this man for me. Again, the absolute self-importance.
It's also so much. It's that idea of actually what saddens me about her religion and her practice of it. Mm-hmm. You're not living in life. It's an obsession.
Yes.
Like you're just talking about God. You're just in
and
this,
you're waiting for God
think,
to bring you something.
Where I think whether it was when I did believe in God and when I was Catholic and all, I believed God wanted me to be present in life and be with people and experience and not always be serving God and talking about God, but to be with the people God made on this planet that he made in 7 days.
You gotta be serving her. You gotta be serving that bitch.
So I'm just like, again, y'all, God, Poodle said it. She's gone. She's on another planet.
She's long gone. This shit wouldn't be happening. Come on. One time in Sunday school, I asked, we were studying, first of all, we were studying the flood, the great flood, Noah and the flood. Mm-hmm. And I asked my teacher, she said, there was 2 of every animal of the blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's not feasible. That's not real. I might have been like 7 or 8. And she's like, well, no, that's what's here. I'm like, that's not possible. And she's like, well, maybe they had a lot fewer animals back then. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And I just kept asking more questions. And then I asked, but why, if God loved people so much, would he destroy the world he created? And she's going to turn white. She's like, well, because the world was wicked. And I said, but that's still something he created.
Yeah.
And she went, well, we'll have to stop that there.
And that's when the woman told Poodle's mother, he's got a little of the devil in him. And you changed churches.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
That's what happened.
It went to a different church. Yep.
Which I lucked out at I think because I was Catholic in the middle of Oklahoma, which was y'all, I would go to my friends' churches, Church of Christ, whatever, and like their youth pastor would grill me, yell in my face, ask me if I was washed in the blood. Like they wanted to convert me. And because Catholicism was seen as like devil, we were called St. Mary. So they were
Mary worshipers.
We were Mary worshipers, all that kind of shit. Even though my mother, thank God, was intelligent enough to educate me. And I would say to them, well, if you actually study your history, your religion comes from Catholicism back.
Right.
And I would start naming dates.
It's
and they would
so
go,
stupid.
And I'm like, I'm sorry that you were on drugs for 20 years and just got sober for 2 years ago. And now you're a youth pastor.
Yeah,
but
isn't
sure,
that interesting?
Adam.
Drug addict.
Sure, Adam.
The drug addict to youth pastor pipeline is interesting.
Great that you're doing that, but the fact that now you know everything and they know anyway.
It's the self-righteousness of it all.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, this is where it really gets rich. I was dying. Hearing her describe this is kind of godly, where she's like, it's like someone came to me. If someone came to me and told me they were dating someone from Nigeria, I would say, you're getting scammed. But it doesn't matter because she went, her best friend was going to meet his friend, Silas. That has to be God.
Has to be God.
That he looked and saw they were friends and say, me and my friends can maybe go to Nigeria together, or we can go to America together, and this is how we can do it. And did you notice her friend's face was blurred out? I
wrote that too, which means they ain't together anymore, or maybe her friend just doesn't want to be on TV. Or the friend
didn't want to be on TV. Now Silas was. You saw his face.
So the fact that it leads me to believe if they were still together as a couple, then neither of them would be on it.
Correct.
That was my gut.
Correct. Now, Silas proposed to the friend on the third night. God must have ordained that. They were at a restaurant. They lifted up the plated thing. And then later on, he proposed and lifted the plate and said, will you marry me? And she says, there's a stereotype of Nigerians being scammers, but every prophecy that God made to me says that he's the man I've been waiting for. And she's telling the congregation, pray for me because my fiance has his visa interview. And the Maxwell and Silas had the interview on the same day. And she says, I have no doubt. This is the certainty. And this is why they're going to troll the fuck out of this woman. And because it never works out, complete certainty never works out well. It backfires on you. And it's going to be hard to follow this woman's journey because she's so sure of everything. When worry and insecurity and doubts are what this show is about, and that is vulnerable.
Yeah.
And this woman's not going to be able to do that. And because she will get upset, but then she realizes she'll feel bad. She can't be upset at God.
You really hit on like a feeling that I have often when I'm around someone that is deeply religious. And I want to preface and say, I've always been a super spiritual person. I was even as just like a middle school. That's why I'm really into spirituality and I believe it and in it. But it's rare when you find someone who is like a Dolly Parton religious type of person and what I'm going to speak to is what you were talking about. Many times with super quote religious people, I never feel like I get to know them or get close to them because they're shrouded in this God complex or this superiority or this, like you just described with her, this an inability to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
It really is this separation that always makes me push. Now, when I've been around, probably honestly, I could count on maybe one hand the people that I'm like, wow, what a beautiful religious soul.
I have a different experience than you because I was in church for a long time, and I work in more gay affirming spaces in churches.
Yeah, I did not.
They're very
have
different.
That.
So I know a lot more religious people who I consider open and who can have conversations.
Well, I'm glad you called me out that I still need to heal some religious trauma. Thanks.
I would say you do.
Thanks for doing that on the show.
I think you have a blind spot there.
Jesus.
I'm saying it's the certainty. There's absolutely no room for vulnerability.
Yeah.
And like when she says, I have no doubt that he was brought to me by God. If you've got God on your side, what can go wrong? Okay. So they're on the phone.
See, Poodles is, if you've got their attorney on your side, then what can go wrong?
What can go wrong? If you got their attorney in your pocket. Yep. Especially the kid's attorney, the adult children's attorney.
Yeah, that really is
if you can finagle that.
Yeah.
That's something. They're usually more than I can afford. So they're on the phone and they're speaking in tongues. That's got to be interesting. She's just speaking in tongues at him on the phone. And this was so confusing to me. They were at the K1 appointment and Maxwell went first and he got approved, but it looked like something that they made on a printer in their house. It was like, hey, congrats, bro. You got approved for your visa. Later. Oh. I like green paper. It's so, come on. And
so he got approved, but then his best friend went in afterwards and they saw his pictures with them together. And then they thought, well, this looks like a scam.
Fraud, which I would think so too.
Are they at the Nigerian embassy or the
said
US
Benin.
Embassy? Benin embassy?
Yeah, the country. That was what was weird.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Y'all, there's a lot of things about this storyline that are not going to make sense. Because she's going to go over there. We see later on.
Yeah.
And but anyway, they said now he's denied because they banned him permanently.
Yes.
But and then she says, and this is the certainty, y'all, when she says, I can't believe it. I thought God was on my side. And then she has to say, what did I do that God turned from me? So it's double-edged sword here.
That's how you stay in a religion. That's how you stay in the cult of is the shame. The shame that you're not worthy enough to stand as your own person in the world.
How did the devil sneak in and give my fiance a visa? Let him walk out the door and then tell him in 0.2 seconds to come and give it back.
Well, it's funny you should ask that because, y'all, we have here at Reality Gays, we have a special guest here today. We're going to do an interview just because it's been a while. And, we really want to dig deep. And, y'all, please welcome to the show, ladies, gentlemen, gays and days, we have the devil. We have the devil. Hey! What's up, devil? Yeah! What's going on, Dee?
Sorry, I'm okay.
Oh, well, that's not the voice I expected.
Sorry, I'm trying to adjust to these headphones.
Oh, over your horns. It's difficult. I know for people watching us.
Do you know how hard these things are to live with?
Okay, wow, that's a lisp.
It's hard to get through doors.
Just want to let you know, we are on video on YouTube, so say hi to people.
Hi!
You're really having to hold those headphones on, aren't you, devil?
Yeah, it's hard to do that. I can't hear you otherwise. Maybe I can put it in the back of my head. Maybe. These horns, they're a real bitch.
These horns. Oh, you love them, but they just get in the way, I bet.
Hi, thank you for having me. Oh my
You're
God.
welcome. Yeah, look, I know you're busy. We don't want to keep you.
Oh my God. It is hell out there. You know what I did there?
Yeah, so we did. There's so much you've got going
My
on.
schedule is hell.
Well, anything that's bad is happening in a population of the
Yeah,
world.
look what I
you're
have to
making
do all
happy.
days.
You're just like, when do you? So I think my first question is we want to ask is, when do you sleep?
I kind of catch 15 minutes in between. I have to go all the suburbs. I have to go and put a roundabout in like every 2 or 3 blocks.
Okay,
that's my job of lately. And I'm also just, me and Nicki Minaj are just doing what we do.
Oh yeah, she's a good friend
hanging out
here,
She's
right?
a good friend. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been
Elon
really busy
Musk.
with it. Oh yeah, sounds like
Had brunch
great
with
company.
him.
Oh really?
Bad breath.
Oh yeah, but do you drive an electric
And
car?
I smell like brimstone.
Oh, you do smell like brimstone. Well, that's good. I hope you're doing some things for you. In your busy schedule.
Pestilence, disease.
Yeah.
That's the stuff. That's brass tacks.
Not really. Oh, no more adultery. Is that old news kind of now? Everybody does it.
It's too easy. I know.
It's too easy. Yeah. Pestilence is a good one. Hey,
But,
you did a
I
good
still
job
make
with that
time.
pandemic, though. You really got us.
Thanks. That was boy.
Way to go.
Just
good
whispered
job.
in the ear of that Wuhan bat and the pangolin. It
I'm
wasn't really
saying,
hard either.
We didn't see it coming.
A lot of things, to be honest, I was lucky. A lot of things had to kind of come to a pass for that.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of incompetence in systems. Yeah.
So luck. Look at that.
that was an assist. That was really quite an assist for me.
Yeah, I got it. Well,
anyway,
so I wanted to talk about, do you remember Ashia from Alabaster, Alabama?
Oh yeah. She's something about
What? You don't know what that means?
I can't understand what she's saying.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
God.
I can translate for you, but she's got Maxwell, her fiance in Nigeria.
Yeah. I know him well. Mm-hmm.
Well,
it
looked like, why were they going to work out? What'd you do? Oh, your horns almost fell off. You got a little excited there, Devil.
I got so excited I couldn't even talk about it.
Yeah, okay.
I was such a little stinker.
Really?
First of all, I hate Ashia. I hate it when she prays to God.
It makes you angry.
It makes me really angry. It hurts my ears.
Oh, are you an HSP, Devil? Are you highly sensitive?
Oh my God. You have no idea. The things they say around me. Oh. If I had one more person call me Beelzebub. Sounds fat.
That's true. Yeah.
Look, I went in there just to fuck with him. And I put a little note in his hand that I made at my printer. And still singy. Still was singed.
Do you a printer or is there because to me Kinko's
there's
feels like hell already.
Kinko's is most the Kinko's.
Okay.
We have every block in hell is the Kinko's.
Oh, okay. That's what I assume. Yeah.
Yep. That and Shen Yun.
Yeah.
Lots of performances of Shen Yun.
And you're always out of paper.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole kink. For it. But here's the thing. I gave him the paper and I said, "You're approved." And he went, "Oh, great." And then he went, and then his friend said, "You're not, you're Sam." And they're like, "Oh my God, I'm not approved." And they all were miserable. It's kind of weird because I feel like, why do I do these things? Why does it have to fall on me to do these horrible things? And why would I single out someone like Ashia and mess with her fiance?
Yeah.
It's almost like someone made me up to create and confront things they didn't like about themselves.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's my existential thought today.
Well, I'm glad you had one.
Okay, good. I'm going to go.
Oh, wait, real quick. Before you leave, I just want to ask Nancy Guthrie, you know where she is?
Hell no. It's killing me. Where's that bitch? You know what? I'm going to go find Nancy Guthrie. Right. That's what I can do. It's the Prince of Darkness out.
You know, I wanted Godspeed or Devil Speed. All right, there you go, y'all. Reality Gays first. That devil coming in strong. So,
God,
Poodle, you missed it.
It smells like
you okay?
fire in
There's
here.
smoke in your apartment. What happened?
Woof. Woof. Yeah.
Wow.
I saw a lot of red clothing.
Yeah. It smells
Rags.
like
Sulfury.
smells like Slammers right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't know what Slammers is, y'all Google it at work. Don't. Shall we move on?
We've been trying to get that interview for a long time.
Yeah, a long time. Shea, 54 years old, from Paducah.
I think we finished that, right? When she says, I just want at the very end where she says she's not accepting. We know we did to say the very end of it because about the K1.
The K1, I forgot about that because she refuses. Y'all, we know it's way easier to do a marriage visa over there and come over on a spousal visa.
They lift the ban of lifetime, but then they have to do the spousal visa and not the K1. And she says, I'm not accepting that. I need to speak to the manager of the K1 visa company.
So,
I need to talk to an attorney.
Again,
and God's never denied me anything.
This one woman, as she says, I'll go to a senator, a governor, a president, because no one is more important or omnipotent than God. What a dumb bitch.
I know.
She's so stupid.
I think it's going to be a troll season for her.
I think so, too. I think she's not going to
Anyone who's so certain, it doesn't pay off well. Let's go to Shea, 54, Paducah, Kentucky, and Annabelle, 54. Is this the oldest Filipino woman we've ever seen?
It is. I think it is.
I'm in shock on this show.
And of course, y'all, we have resident Filipina expert Christina, our producer. Poodle.
She's not from Hello City. She's from Iloilo City.
Iloilo.
Iloilo, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Christina said it's a gorgeous city and it's known for its very nice people.
Lovely. She's going to go to Paducah and have people call her awful things.
You know, since we've just have done it, everyone's going to they're going to call her Chinese.
Yeah.
Because that's what they fucking do there. Tell me a little bit about Paducah,
That's a bigger
Kentucky.
City, actually. Yeah.
I've never heard of it. So,
really?
I'm not from that part of the...
Apparently, it's called Quilt City. That's what he said. Also, y'all.
Oh, Shea, it's like 100,000 people.
Yeah, it's a big city. Shea is, as he says, 54 years young.
Well, we know how Poodle feels about that.
It tells you everything.
It kind of does.
This man's terrified of dying, which is why he is trying to party everything. He's never really grown up. He has no boundaries with his children, no boundaries with the people who he's been in relationships with and his wives, and sounds just like your father.
Well, there are some similarities.
Yeah.
Where everybody knew my dad, and it would be astonishing to see the confidence of my 65-year-old obese father. He would flirt with a 30-year-old woman if she said hi to him.
Yeah.
Just like he had something.
Yeah.
But he kind of did because he was charming.
Yeah.
And kind of like this guy. But what I think another similarity now, do I think Nicole is a little bit intense and a little crazy? Yes. And to involve.
Sky let her on.
Yes. And Shea, his life is full of secrets.
And also drama. He needs the drama.
He's going to find out he did not want to be on TV at all because all of his secrets are going to come out. And he is going to hate it.
You're saying it now, and I can totally see it.
But doesn't matter because Hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'll do anything to make your mind on mine. Because he's an auctioneer.
I know. I gotta say, his auctioneering wasn't even that really interesting. 5, 6, 7. It should have been faster.
I thought it should have been faster, but I will say this. That barbecue looks so fucking good.
Does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he said, if you live in Paducah, you probably know who I am. And it seems like he's likes to have fun and likes to party, and they like to go up to the lake.
Y'all, it's what my dad was too. Big Fish. He's a big fish.
Yeah.
It's like the movie. If you watch Big Fish, I don't even know. I haven't watched that movie since my father died. It probably would wreck me.
It's a great movie.
It's a fantastic movie.
We see Angie, who we will heard talked about later, says, yeah, he's a little flirty. I might date him if he were single. Okay. Stake your claim.
Sure.
And we talk about Annabelle, who is coming in a few days. And they met through his friend Greg, who spends 6 months here and 6 months in the Philippines with his wife there. Sounds like a great relationship. Mm-hmm. He just goes back and his wife is best friends with Annabelle. So it's kind of like Silas and Maxwell.
Yeah.
And they thought they introed us in a video call. And she first just looked at him and said, uh-oh, this girl don't speak English. She's like, just kidding.
Just kidding.
And then they started talking every day. And then he said, he's religious too. He's like, I wasn't looking for it, but I guess God knew I needed this woman. It just happened that she's just across the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
these
at
two
the same
fools.
Time, he's not dating a 25-year-old woman.
Fair.
This is not David and Annie.
No.
And so I know she's not for the Philippines, but it's not that.
I was shocked that they're the same age.
So it kind of makes me wonder, like, oh, maybe he actually does care for her, love her.
He said he went to the Philippines to meet her. The first night he got in the shower, and then Annabelle just showed up too. That's a great move. I can tell you that usually works.
Have you done that? Have you?
Yeah, it's a great move. Now, I did not scrub their body or cut their toenails. No.
I bet y'all, but straight.
Can you imagine what his toenails were like?
Straight older men have the worst feet.
I can't even imagine.
It's something that, like, I don't care how broke I am, at least once a month, y'all, I've got to go get a pedicure because you got to stay ready. It's just gross when you get naked with someone and your toes look gross. I can't.
Well, I clip my toenails. I don't.
Well, at least you do that. Half of them don't. But you know when you see like older people with like gnarly toes, it looks like they're hanging on over their sandals. God, I hate feet.
I know. So he says, I got to show her I'm keeping my toenails clean. I can't even imagine what they were like. I bet they were yellow.
Yes.
Corny. And he proposed a couple days later. And Greg says,
after somebody cleans your butt cheeks, what else is there to know?
That's what you said. And Greg said, I think Annabelle's going to calm him down. And she wants me to drink moderately. And he says, I'll tell her a third of the amount. It's like, if it was 12 beers, it's 4. I'm like, good Lord. Are you drinking 12 beers on a Friday? I guess that's not a lot of beers, I guess, for this guy.
He looks terrible.
Functioning alcoholic.
His skin is blotchy. He's very overweight. He drinks all the time. He's 54 years old. He looks older. I just mean, yeah, he looks older. What I'm saying, though, is if this is a con, well done, Annabelle, because this guy's not going to be here in 10 years. This is what you do.
Unless he cleans up his health.
They'll make sure that. You would just, if it was you would spike their Ozempic with water.
Good
so
choice.
They think, and you're like, it just doesn't work for you, honey.
Have some more chocolate donuts.
Yes. They're sugar-free.
With a side of fatback.
Yeah. Here, honey. What's that? That's not butter Crisco. I swear. It's mashed potatoes. Yeah.
So he says, when we party at the lake, things get wild. when
He's
you were
too
talking
old
about
to be doing this shit.
when you talk about secrets, this is when he drinks. His excuse is, I get a little flirty. I guarantee you. And he even says later on with Nicole, his wife, I might have given her a little pat or something like that.
I'm telling now. This is. My dad and she is on it, bro. It's just a swinging. You always back me up, and I appreciate that.
You always say I don't yes and you, but I do.
You do. You do a lot.
So he says, I don't tell Annabelle everything goes on. I just don't want to start anything. Yet this guy's going to frustrate everybody. And he's a little bit diluted version of all the same guy we see every season. Although
Which guy? What are comparables for you?
In a more grandpa character. A Big Ed. Okay. This idea of but not fully. I'm just saying it's this thing of I don't need to tell him everything that's going on. I'm just flirty. But he says it'll all work out, but I'm not giving up going out. And later on, he's walking his big dogs. Walking into his he's been divorced twice, and we get into his house and see all the fish and deer heads on the room, and his daughters Abigail and Allison, who have a different mother than there's a son named Hunter, of course it is.
He's got Hunter's his oldest son, then Abigail and Allison, and then Madison's his youngest daughter
with Nicole.
Nicole.
This could have been Paducah, a nighttime soap.
Yeah,
and how. So they're trying to get clothes for Annabelle, and Allison is already taking the slot from Mark and Mina's daughter. I can't remember her name.
Oh shit!
But this girl is even kind of. This is a woohoo trashy girl who just. You can tell with the dress she's got pulled up. It's barely holding those knockers in. And because
Jordan,
thank you. She's got to be able to flash her boobs. And she says, I love my dad because we're super close. I'm his neighbor, free rent and child care, and I keep up with what he's doing.
He bought me a house. Cut to her. She lives in a trailer house right beside him.
Exactly. And already, absolutely no boundaries. Absolutely. And this woman is going to say awful shit about Annabelle, and and he's going to look the other way. He will always say,
I think she probably said awful shit about Nicole. Like she talks shit about, she knows that her dad's picker is trash and that he's going to fuck it up. But that's okay. She wants to keep her dad closer because she's living off her pop.
And the issue here is she shouldn't have to tell her father his picker is trash. That's not with a relationship that children and parents should have.
But she's got to protect what she has.
Another trailer.
He pays. Yeah.
And she said, I hope she knows that I'm his daughter and I'm first. She's not before me. My thing would be, of course not, but I don't think anyone's trying to step ahead of you. It's
also, I want to step back from that. And I mean, not at the detriment of your child, but if you're grown and you're adult, and especially if you're in another relationship and then you have your own children, I think, yes, a parent should always be a parent to their child, no matter what age.
Yeah.
And as your parent, if your parent's 54 years old and you're an adult, their partner should be their priority because you are grown, living your life, and you should want your partner to cultivate their life. Because guess what? They're going to be 70 years old and alone and want to spend all their fucking time with you when you're trying to live your life.
I think she would like that, though. That's the weird thing. But because they go out together. Y'all, there's no boundaries here.
Maybe that's true.
This is a fraught relationship.
Yeah.
The problem is this guy's never been a parent. He's
always
always
been a good guy.
been friends
I think he's always been a good guy. I like the good. Yep.
with his kids.
Yeah.
He let his wife be the parent. He got away with he got to be the softie. He made the wife, and that's why the girls probably hate their mother, because the mother was the only one to tell them no. And this
I think probably very true.
Yeah. So this is a guy who's like, that's what you said about him. He was like, oh yeah, Shea's just the best guy. He's just best time. But all his relationships are crap. So they're talking about Nicole shows up, ex-wife number 2, and Allison already doesn't like her, and she's like, she's gonna be here trying to ruin everything. And Nicole comes in, the rumors are true, huh? So I imagine the Paducah social circle. It's just like everyone's going, Annabelle's coming.
Well, you talked about how everybody talks there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I need to talk to you in private. So he says, she's trouble. I haven't been completely honest with Annabelle, and Nicole has dirt on me and can't wait to spill it. And he says, and Nicole says, I need to talk to her. First of all, what right do you have?
Well, so that's kind of when I was watching this, I was thinking, honey, what the fuck? You don't need to talk to her. Now, you can want to talk to her for the sake of your child. So, but
no boundaries.
We do find out that
no boundaries.
She's upset because and she wants her to know that when she was married to him, to Shea was talking to Annabelle online.
Right. Yeah.
So cheating on her.
Yep.
So
cheating.
I don't know, like if it's a woman to woman conversation.
No, it's to get back at him.
But with everything else compiled in the way she's acting, I think it is. She just can't get out of his life.
But that's the method of operation. So in other words, she's going to say
that's her endpoint to get into this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, she feels rejected. She's hurt.
Yeah, she's still butthurt.
And he's like, well, there's things about Angie. That's the girl previously says, yeah, I'd date him. Y'all, they've been hanging out because she just got
to y'all. I'm telling you, this all comes down to money.
You think he's got money?
I think he does well, yeah.
Wow.
For where they are.
Yeah. So Angie, God, this is so like your father. Just like hanging out with someone who's just gotten divorced.
Yeah, though my dad didn't party. He never went to bars or did anything like that. And he hated the lake. Why would I want to go to the fucking lake with a bunch of fucking idiots? That's where you get killed. Those are people who don't work. They don't know how to fucking work, so they just stay at the lake.
Glad that didn't hurt him in the end at all, that toxicity.
That's why I don't even really like the lake to this day. He poisoned it against me. I feel lazy every time I go.
So he said, I was talking to Annabelle while they were married. And he's like, I don't want Annabelle. But Nicole says, I don't want Annabelle to walk down the aisle without knowing these things. Also, so she can scare off, so she can have him.
Yeah.
Obviously. And he's like, I flirt. He's like, you were, he's like, I was in bed with you when she called. Now, Shea insists this story where he's like, we were traveling and we drank too much. We were partying and I was on the bed with my clothes on and Nicole held the phone up and tried to break us up. What I'm going to say is probably Nicole's version of that story and his version of that story, probably neither of them are totally accurate.
Mm-hmm.
But both things kind of, there's probably, the truth is somewhere in between.
Yeah.
But the truth, the most important thing is this man, it's kind of like Rick. This man doesn't break up with people. The women get so annoyed.
He never wants to be the bad guy. He never wants to be the bad guy. Yeah. Yeah. That.
And so Nicole is going to try to talk to her, which again, because this guy cannot establish any boundaries because he doesn't want to be the bad guy, I guarantee the daughter winds up running his life.
Yeah.
What a mess! And
What
I
a
can't
mess.
wait.
Gonna be a very-
Absolute mess.
Dramatic season, y'all. That is
Those-
the episode. That's
I
your
wouldn't be surprised
episode
if these daughters and Nicole got in a physical fight.
Yeah.
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 She pulls up her boobs the whole time.
Just like,
And a tit falls out.
been there, been seeing that. All right, everybody. That is your episode. Thank you all so much for listening. Again, if you want to jump into this episode commercial free for your pleasure, you can jump on the $8 tier of RG Plus, which is available on patreon.com/realitygays or realitygays.supercast.com or on Apple subscriptions. Just press that little one button and you can join there. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Leave 5 stars. And if you don't know what to write, what do you say, Poods?
Keep going, Queens.
Just say keep going, Queens. Join us if you want to talk more about this trash that we love. Join our Facebook group, the Sissy Squad. We have fun in there.
We have fun in there.
We
Still
do.
post
It's a-
pictures of your dog.
Yep. No pictures of your dog or talk
cat.
about getting circumcision. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. We'll see you in the single life. And be sure to listen to our interview later this week with Ross Matthews. But until next time, we call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places?
Yes. And if your husband is taking a shower and you hear me come into there and start washing him down, just let us go to work.
Okay.
Okay.
And don't call me because I've been called before.
Just leave us alone. We're doing what we do.